No! Absolutely no way. Arthur, do you know how dangerous it is to become an adventurer? You've just gotten back after we all thought you were dead, and now you're saying you want to go get yourself killed out there? No way. Absolutely not. Arthur's mother was on the verge of tears. She had never been good at controlling her emotions. Eleanor stood beside her, clutching her leg. Eleanor pleaded, "Mama, don't be angry. Brother, not bad a person. Oh, Mama, don't crit." Director Goodsky had left after Arthur's announcement. He could tell she still had questions, but they excused themselves for a family talk. They were now in his parents' room, his mother standing firmly against the idea of him doing anything dangerous. His father was more rational. Arthur could tell he didn't like the idea either, but couldn't find a reason against it besides Arthur's age. Arthur wasn't going to debate his mother. Her worry was understandable. He had expected this and planned to ease her into it, but that plan was now out. After being silent, his father spoke up. "Honey, let's hear Arthur out at least. I'm not saying I agree, but don't you think we should listen?" Hick. His mother stopped protesting, quietly sniffling. Arthur grabbed his mother's hands. "Mom, I wasn't planning on leaving tomorrow. I was looking forward to spending a couple of months at home with you guys, anyhow." Her face softened. Arthur gave her a warm smile, and Sylvie licked her hand. Arthur explained, still holding her hands, "What I meant by becoming an adventurer was to get experience. After 3 years in the Elf Kingdom, I missed a lot about this world. I thought adventuring would be the best way to gain practical experience." His father reminisced, "I understand, Arthur. Although older, I was itching for real fighting experience too when I awakened. But your mother is right. It is dangerous." His mother nodded vigorously. Arthur thought for a bit. "Dad, Mom, what if I had some sort of guard or supervisor? Would that make you feel more at ease?" His father considered. You know, that's not a bad idea." His mother protested again. But I still won't be able to see you for months." Shaking his head, Arthur reassured her, "Mom, I'm not going on long trips or dangerous missions far away. I'll try to come back often, maybe even frequently." His sister looked at him, devastated. "Brother, are you leaving?" Arthur panicked slightly. No, Ellie, I'm staying here. You'll see your brother a lot, okay?" Apparently, his parents had told Eleanor many stories about him, making him a hero figure. Saving her from bad guys on a cliff was a favorite bedtime story. He looked back at his mother. Her face was considerably more at ease. Arthur thought, I guess she just assumed the worst-case scenario, like me wanting to slay the world's strongest evil at 8. His mother softly muttered, "Why did you want to be an adventurer before even going to school anyways? Isn't it usually the opposite?" Arthur explained, "Dad's reason was part of it. I want to test my skills in real life. Also, Mom, I want to try to fit in when I go to school. It'll be harder if I start at 8. Don't think I'll make many friends with such a big age difference." For once, Mother gave him a look of approval. Arthur thought, a mother's worst nightmare is her child becoming a loner. He thought of Sylvia's dying wish for him to enjoy life, a promise he intended to keep. Arthur winked at his mother. "Besides, I'm going to be here for a couple of months anyway. Maybe you'll get sick of me by then and throw me out." That earned him a thump on the head, but she chuckled. "You, just like your father sometimes. Thank God you have my intelligence." She gave him a big hug. His father protested, "Hey, what about my intelligence? He got my fire abilities too." Mother turned Arthur away, sticking her tongue out. My son got his deviant powers from me." Ellie copied her. "Ellie too. Blah," sticking her tongue out at her devastated father. Father playfully cried, "Wah, sniff! No one's on my side," trying to hug his daughter. This left them all laughing. The next day, Sunday, his father had the day off. Both families dined together for breakfast. Vincent asked, half chewing, "So did you guys settle on what to do about Arthur?" Tabitha shook her head. "Swear. Hard time believing you're noble with your horrible dining habits, dear." Mother sighed. Cuckoo, don't worry. At least yours is better than mine. Remember that dinner party Ray spit out food laughing? Had to use Ellie as an excuse. So embarrassed. Father blushed, changing the topic. Cough! Anyways, yes, we agreed to let him become an adventurer under conditions, Vince, Tabitha asked curiously, cutting Lelia's omelet. Oh, what conditions? Father explained. Not until after his birthday in 3 months. Decided on having a guard. Besides that, feel he'll manage. Last condition, visiting often. Vincent chuckled. Anyone in mind for the guard? Heck, is there even a guard capable? Feel like Arthur will protect the guard. Mother answered, looking at father. Haven't really thought. Ray and I thought maybe a Helsty guard, but couldn't come up with anyone, right? Ellie chimed in, fork raised. Can I have more omelet, please? Father stood up suddenly. I got it! Startling Arthur. The Twin Horns, coming back soon. Received a letter, should be back within 2 months. Perfect! Why didn't I think of this? Have one of them look after you? Arthur, remember them, right? His eyes shone. Mother added from the kitchen. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Implying the rarity of his good ideas. Arthur fed Sylvie meat from his lap. Of course I remember them. Sounds great, Dad. Do they know I'm back? Father sat back down, scratching his head. No, unfortunately. Haven't sent mail yet. Planned on it today. Vincent chimed in after finishing breakfast. Arthur, you told Director Cynthia about not showing powers until Xyrus Academy, right? How will you do that as an adventurer? Arthur picked up a strawberry. Yes. Meant to get to that. Plan on keeping my identity hidden. Read many Adventurers Guild members use aliases. Arthur thought, unfortunately, no way to mask Sylvie's appearance. Have to hide her well. Thankfully, she's small enough for a cloak pocket. I see. Vincent and Tabitha nodded. With that, breakfast ended. Father went to the guild hall. Mother and Tabitha went shopping with Ellie and Lilia. Arthur politely declined the offer to endure shopping. He washed up and headed to Vincent's office in the right wing. Knock, knock. Yes? It's Arthur, he responded. The door opened to a curious Vincent. Come in. What brings you here, Arthur? Never come into my office before. Arthur looked around the office, piles of documents everywhere. Yes, a certain matter I wish to talk about. Vincent felt shivers run down his spine at Arthur's tone. Vincent thought, why am I nervous? What sort of matter? His face turned more serious. What sort of matter is it? Arthur sat down, looking straight at Vincent. I would like your help obtaining a few items, possibly hard to find. I need a sturdy hooded cloak or robe and a mask covering my entire face. Imperative it changes my voice. It wasn't hard for Vincent to guess why. As owner of the Helsty auction house, getting these items shouldn't be too hard, though the mask might be tricky, needing a sound elemental artificer. Yet, Vincent felt a heavy atmosphere. He couldn't place it. That was it. Vincent thought, why is this 8-year-old child giving off the same aura as the King of Sepien? No, it's even heavier. He's asking for a favor, but it feels like he's gauging me, evaluating where to put me on his list of people to keep alive. Vincent had never felt this from Arthur before, likely only seeing him with family. Wanting to get it over with, Vincent quickly replied, Sure, shouldn't be a problem. Mask might take time, but sure, we'll have it before you become an adventurer. Arthur's slight nod filled Vincent with relief. Vincent thought, nobles wait in line to meet me, but this kid. Arthur responded, Is there anything you need help with in exchange? Feel bad asking without compensation. Sweat formed on Vincent's brow. It's fine, really. Owe your father a lot. He may work for me, but how he trains guards lessened auction problems. This was true. Ray was irreplaceable, his leadership first class. Vincent felt letting Ray's family stay was a bargain. His own family was happier now, too. He always felt guilty not spending enough time with them, but things were better. Arthur looked down. Speaking of training, that actually gives me an idea. Vincent noticed Arthur's thinking expression, gaze afar, furrowed brows, subtle lip crease, volumes, white nose twitch, the look of a true intellectual, contemplating something beyond normal human intelligence. Vincent thought, sigh, hard to believe he's Lilia's age. Arthur dropped a conversational landmine. Allow me to start training your daughter to become a mage. Arthur continued, been meaning to start teaching my baby sister mana manipulation soon. Wouldn't be much trouble including Lilia. Noticed neither you nor Lady Tabitha are mages, so impossible for her to awaken alone. If we start now, think she'd awaken around the average age. His statement met silence. Vincent dropped the papers he was nervously fumbling. His face froze, heart beating faster. After a long moment, he asked, Can I truly believe what you just said? Can you really allow my daughter to become a mage? Arthur confirmed, Sure, long process, but definitely possible. Have to ask you keep lessons low profile, though. Hate to be bombarded by doting parents asking me to make their children mages. He chuckled. Vincent nodded furiously, unable to answer verbally. He managed to stammer out, tears welling. Sincerely, no greater happiness than seeing my daughter become a mage. Arthur concluded, Great, then I'll leave the items we discussed to you. Now, allow me to excuse myself. Sorry for intruding. He left, picking up the sleeping Sylvie from his lap. Arthur thought, I'm glad that worked out well.